Hello everybody, this is MD Starcraft. The MD stands for Maryland, that's where I live, and today I have for you a Starcraft II replay between ChitaPrime playing as the red protoss and Miles playing as the blue protoss. They are going to be on Xel'Naga Caverns, ChitaPrime in the top right and Miles in the bottom left, and it looks like we have ChitaPrime sending out an early probe for some obvious cheese. I mean, this is way too early to be a scout. And do you know one thing I want to point out that makes me sad is both of them have, I don't know if you can see this, but both of them have different decals, which makes me sad, because that means they have at least 500 wins, and I just hit 250, and I'm like, very far away from a decal. Anywho, so we do have ChitaPrime probably going to hide a pylon at the base of the ramp. He's going to pylon him in. Ooh, that's some really BM cheese there. Miles, though, is going to have this probe and is going to be able to force him away. But will ChitaPrime be able to juke and put another pylon down? Nobody knows. So here we go. What is ChitaPrime doing? It looks like he also has another pylon going down in his base. He did cancel that one, so it looks like he did stop the cheese. Will he go for a gas steal or not? I have heard this strategy in Protoss vs. Protoss where you double gas steal, you steal both your opponent's gases, and then you build a Void Ray really fast, because they'll probably only have 1 or 2 Stalkers at that point. If you can get a Void Ray fully charged, it does a lot of damage because they just won't have the gas that they need to tech up real quick and get Stalkers, so your one Void Ray will be able to kill them. That is my friend, I can't remember, one of my friends told me that strategy, and I just thought that's genius. You steal both their gas so they can't tech up and get anti-air, and then you just get an air unit. Very smart. Anywho, it does look like he's not cheesing anymore. It didn't put him too far behind. Yes, he is behind, but he's not exponentially behind. He'll just be a little behind. It's not like if you 6-pool or anything like that. So now Miles getting his scouting information in. ChitaPrime kind of got his scouting information in. Nothing really happening there. And Protoss vs. Protoss really is defined by normally Robotech and 4-gate pushes. People either build lots of Zealot Sentry, or not Zealot Sentry, Zealot Stalker, or they go up and get Immortal Colossi, and obviously there's things you can do across all that, but those are the basic strategies we normally see. You can contest with that whatever you want to, but those are really the only things I've ever seen. Yes, every once in a while I have Void Ray Rush or something like that, and sometimes having Void Rays to support really works, because once Void Rays get charged up, they need to focus fire them down. But we're not going to have anything too unusual yet. Both players just threw down a Cyber Core. Obviously Miles is in front of ChitaPrime. Looks like the Zealot's probably going to go grab a Watchtower. It's not going to be much you can do with one Zealot. This probe's slowly working on its pylon. We do have a second gateway going on for ChitaPrime. And we do have Warp Gate Tech going down for Miles. So maybe you're going to see a 4-gate push coming from Miles. You normally don't Chrono Boost that unless you're going to a 4-gate push. And we also have it being Chrono Boosted out for ChitaPrime. So maybe they just Chrono Boosting it because they need something to Chrono Boost. They do have a little bit of Chrono Boost left over, each about 30, so 35, so their build's almost identical. Do you know we have Miles getting the Stalker out first? Or ChitaPrime getting the Stalker out. No, he already has a Zealot out. I'm getting confused here. Yay! So it looks like we have Miles sitting out here, maybe going to throw down a pylon. He thinks that this Stalker's not going to be out in time to stop him, but it looks like it is. This probe's slowly going to win the battle between these two Zealots. Just one shot changes the entire outcome of the battle. But once the Stalker's finished, which is about now, this battle will be over. And it looks like we do have a pylon going down the back of the base for Miles, so Miles is going to do some kind of 4-gate cheese into the back of the base. Here comes the Stalker, going to be huge support. Probe starting to work on the pylon now. Miles can just keep doing this. This probe needs to be killed by ChitaPrime. Needs to control Stalker better. It looks like the probe is going to go down now. 2 pylons are being made now, and Warp Gate Tech is almost done. And the 3 gateways are going to be done too, so if any of these pylons finish, several units might be able to warp in. Will this pylon is done, and Warp Gate Tech is just about to finish. Warp Gate Tech is done. He is turning his things into gateways. Will he be able to warp into several Zealots? A 3rd pylon did go down too. Miles brings another Zealot in, and it looks like he is going to be able to warp in a few Zealots. We have another Stalker, 2 more Stalkers coming out for ChitaPrime. And he does have 1 Zealot who's just about dead, but Miles has 4 Zealots now in the base. This is very hard to deal with Protoss. Here come the Stalkers, going to shoot at range. Miles just microing his Zealots around. These probes need to stay in the back. He's continuing to warp in more Zealots, but there are a lot of Stalkers coming out now for ChitaPrime. There's 3 Stalkers out now, 2 5 Zealots. ChitaPrime, though, bringing in more, or Miles bringing in more Zealots. Now Miles has 8 Zealots, and this 3 Stalkers. ChitaPrime not going to be able to do much. He does have Warp Gate Tech done now, though. He's bringing out more Zealots to be meat shields. This very nice positioning between this pylon and this building. Very heavily going to favor ChitaPrime. That's absolutely great positioning there. Good use of the Stalkers back here. It looks like ChitaPrime's also put a Zealot in this choke. That's just absolutely great building positioning and Zealot use from ChitaPrime. And now he's getting the Zealots trapped behind. Very great fending off this attack by ChitaPrime. Warping in Stalkers and blocking with probes and other Zealots. And it looks like he's going to be able to fend this off pretty well, though this pylon still is in here. He's still warping in guys. However, Miles has stopped building probes. He is just committed only to Zealots now, so it looks like this is going to be all another Zealot getting warped into block, and we are going to start to have ChitaPrime micro around. There's still 4 Zealots left over, but now that there are 4 Stalkers, it looks like ChitaPrime will be able to defend this. He's getting more Zealots coming in. One Stalker does go down, though, and it looks like these Zealots are going to take another one down. No, this Stalker barely survives, and wow, what great positioning and use of blocking for ChitaPrime, and now he's got 3 Zealots and 2 Stalkers. He's easily going to be able to defend this. One Zealot does go down, and the Stalker just about to go down, but ChitaPrime's got way too good a micro for that. He is from the Prime team, clan, whatever, and it is one of the best ones out there, right up next to OGS and that sort of thing. And it looks like ChitaPrime finally getting some more Stalkers in, and Miles continuing to keep the pressure, still not making any probes. Now that ChitaPrime has 4 Stalkers and 1 Zealot sitting over here regenerating shield, looks like he's able to do this very nice Stalker micro. They're waiting until they're just about to die. Both of them are almost about to die, and then he's going to micro them away. This Zealot really needs to get back in the action and be the meat shield he was born to be. Very nice use. Killing his own Zealot there accidentally. Whoops. However, Miles' Zealots are about to go down. He's continuing to warp in more Zealots, though. He's just continuing to use this 4-gate Zealot push. This is very annoying to deal with if you aren't able to get enough Stalkers out. However, more Zealots warping in. Do note ChitaPrime is very far behind in the probe. He has no probes on gas. He's only being able to make Zealots now because he's not harvesting any gas. The Stalker might just go down if he's hit once more, but it looks like the Stalker's superior speed will be able to micro away. Zealots continuing to try to kill probes. Chrono boosting to get more guys out, and Miles is continuing to bring in lots of Zealots. ChitaPrime now has 3 Stalkers and 3 Zealots, so it looks like if he is able to keep this up, he will be able to repulse this, but he's lost several probes. He's just starting to make more and chrono boosting that out. Of course, Miles hasn't been making that many probes either. Miles is just sitting at 18 probes overall. ChitaPrime looks like he's sitting at about 13, but he is just about defended this. However, these Zealots might just die, but ChitaPrime continuing to show us his great microing the hurt units away. Now there are only 2 Zealots in here. These Stalkers, going to clean them up. However, ChitaPrime really needs to get some guys on gas so he can start building more Stalkers, because the range units are really helping him defend this. And here we go, next wave of Zealots and Stalkers coming in. It looks like Miles is going to pull back, finally realizing that this isn't getting him anywhere, and that ChitaPrime's great micro and positioning will eventually save the day. So Miles is going to cut and run now, going to start going back into the economy. And I don't know if that was that effective for him. He did delay a lot of probes, or he did cut a lot of probes to get that done, and he hasn't really technologically passed beyond the cybernetics core, and he's actually supply blocked at this moment too. So here's ChitaPrime. Is he going to push his advantage? He does have Stalkers, and he knows that Miles probably doesn't have too many Stalkers, and if you just have a few Stalkers and you can micro them around like this, you can kill as many Zealots as you want to. So, Stalker is not going to take any health damage. He's still fine. However, Miles is getting a few Stalkers now, so it looks like we're going to have some Stalker Zealot on Stalker Zealot action. Oh yeah. ChitaPrime still has only got 1 of his guys who's going, even though he's hugely mineral heavy. Really needs to secure an expansion. He's getting chased away over here. Almost loses 1 of his Stalkers, and he might... Oh, he's going to use this back way around by the natural to retreat.